I know it's rough out there. What are you gonna do? Hello, Dave Demangos over here at eXp Realty in San Diego, and I wanted to run you through just a quick market update to see what's happening in the market and what we expect rates to do. So with that, we know that at the beginning of the year in January, interest rates were around 3.2, and now they're right up near 7%. Isn't that crazy? So people are asking, well, what can I do? There's a product called a 3-to-1 temporary buy down, where let's say a 7% rate today can become a 4% rate. Reach out to me directly. This isn't for everybody, but for some, it's a great product to be able to buy a home at this time. So with inflation at a 40-year high and the Fed expecting a few more rate increases to combat it, that is going to put a little pressure, we believe, on rates increasing in the coming months. So is a recession around the corner? A poll was taken by the Wall Street Journal, and it's showing anywhere from 18 to 63% of people do feel that there is a recession around the corner, and I would have to agree with that. Now remember, a recession does not mean home prices are going to fall. So if we take a look in the last 6 recessions here, 4 of those home prices increased between 3.5% and 6.6%. In 2008, the prices dropped around 20%, and most of us know why. Please watch this movie. It's The Big Short. This is a comedy drama. It's like you can rent it for $3 or $4 on Prime or YouTube. This will explain what happened in 2008, and this is not the same market we are in as 2008 was, and the movie will explain it. So what does a recession mean for mortgage rates? Out of the last 6, they all had between a 0.6 and 5% rate decrease, which is very likely to happen again, although there's no guarantees. So what are experts saying about home prices? Well, for the bearish people that think there's going to be a crash, you'll probably have to keep waiting. Here in San Diego, we have seen a slight pullback on prices, but the market's still holding and remaining a seller's market. As much as demand is pulling back, supply is reducing downward pressure on prices in the short run. So this is talking short run. So what are forecasts for 2023? Ivy Zellman, she has a company who just analyzes markets. They're expecting about a -5%, and then MBA, National Association of Realtors, are expecting up to a 3% increase for 2023. What about the big banks? Well, the big banks are showing anywhere from a 3 to 10% drop. And then in 2024, a 3% increase again. So I think this was Wells Fargo in 2023, 5.5%. Next year, and then in 2024, about a 3% increase. So what about foreclosures? Well, let's talk about the 7, 8, 9 market, where we had up to 3 million properties that were in foreclosure. As we know, again, watch the movie The Big Short if you haven't seen it. That will kind of explain what happened here. And it was all about the subprime mortgages and things like that, and the ARMs, and anybody that could fog a mirror could get a loan that weren't qualified. And of course, that leads to the situation we had. So in 2021, we were down to 151,000 foreclosures nationwide. So think about all the people that have purchased a home in the last 2, 3, 5 years at that, under 3% mortgage to say 3 to 4%. There's really not much of a need for them to have to sell if and when the market drops, because it is dropping slightly, at least right now at this point, end of 2022. They can still afford to stay in their homes. So even if they are underwater a little bit, they're still going to have a payment that they can afford. So a lot of them will not sell. We're seeing that happening, and we've been seeing that in the last year or so. So should you buy a home? Well, let's take a look at rents. Median asking rent is over $1,400, and this was in 2022 Q3. Not many people I know like to spend that much on rent, and we know that rent is even outpacing inflation. So the bottom line is, if you can afford to buy a house and you're comfortable with the payment, then do that. It's probably a good time still. And if you're waiting for prices to fall, but they never do, you may discover the hard way that your house you found a year ago that you really loved, that you could afford, but you passed up, is going to be more expensive. So again, this is Dave Demangos over here at eXp Realty. And there's some sellers I recommend waiting, some buyers I recommend waiting. And there's some people that I say, you should probably still rent. So my job is to just connect with people, look at their scenario, refer them to the professionals, the lenders, and tax people if you don't have one, and come up with the right decision for you and your family. If you like this video, please comment, subscribe, like, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. You have a great day.